Hello everyone and welcome back. This is Kyryl and today we are continuing with the dance of Samba. If you recall in the previous tutorial we have talked about Samba hip action and its body mechanics in order to be able to match that bouncing action and pendulum and rotation of the hips. We had 3 different exercises that were taking care of the full beat action. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. However, if you recall, there are also a basic rhythm which is 3/4, quarter 1, 3/4, quarter 1. And in order to be able to match that and keep the hip action moving within those fast actions, I will show you 2 more simple exercises. You might ask, how come so many exercises? I really believe that in order to be successful in learning how to dance and getting the right feel and projecting that right feel of the music, doesn't matter which dance, we need to have a system of movement. In order to develop that, we have to have exercises in order to create that habits in the body. And once you learn the steps and doing your figures, your body already knows what to do and actually how to feel there. So let's get on it right away. So here's the exercise for the 3/4 quarter beat action. Same as before, stand with the feet apart, zigzag man as we did before, knees going back, pelvis goes forward, ribs closing in, chest goes forward, head goes back, our weight is more towards the balls of the feet. Now we'll soften the knee as before, and during that time we're going to drop the hip down, pull the hip up, lift the heel and transfer your weight over a foot, over whatever standing like left or right, doesn't really matter. Now we start growing, and the hip is coming under as a reaction. Now I'm almost fully on top of this leg. Now, here is the action. With this squat, I'm gonna push my way to the side without lowering heel and without moving my spine, my head and my shoulders. I'm gonna push, but my upper part stays in the same spot or trying to stay. Of course, a little bit affected is okay. Now from here I'm going to soften my knee, this position still stays, and I shift my weight back over. Again, I grow, I push from this leg, and now this leg, it's like a spring here, allows us to spring back over. Grow again, push, catch it, now soften the knee, move your weight. Only now grow, small rotation is okay, push, and the hip goes kind of side and slightly back up right away behind the shoulder. Soften the knee, allow the pendulum to happen, small rotation and push to the side, slide rotation and bend and grow again. Now why I'm saying slide rotation, don't even worry about it too much. Think in this way, when we move slowly, we can create a rotation, we can create an 8. The moment we move faster, it almost becomes as a one straight line. We don't have time to rotate too much. That's it, it's very, very simple. So here, it's a very fast movement, so we don't have time to move, rotate too much. Later on, when you're comfortable, you can push it and you can expand it a little bit, but start first with only focusing on your quads, moving your hips. So you're growing, hip going up, with the squat, push to the side. That's it, just gonna go as a pendulum. Now soften the knee and get that pendulum, small rotation, okay, push the quad, and come back, grow, push, lower and go back and push, lower and go back. That's it. It's very, very simple. Again, couple main points about it. We grow, we're on top of the leg, head and shoulders, spine stay. This quad is pushing the weight, this is receiving and sending that within, because of the spring, sending it back. Growing, coming back, coming back. 3/4, quarter. 3/4, quarter, 3/4, quarter, come back, come back, come back. That's about it. Let's take a look from the back as well. Same idea. I'm going to do another legs. Now standing, softening, bending, this hip is down, this hip is up, transferring weight, growing on the leg and pushing the hip to the side. Spine and upper part tries to stay. And bend to come back over. Grow. One and one and one and one and one and That's about it. Pretty simple. That's the exercise that we need to do in order to take care of the quarter beat action. The second exercise is actually derived from the first one, but instead of going from side to side, as we just did earlier, we are going to go one leg forward, one leg at the back, and we're going to create the same action with one leg in front, one in the back. So I'm going to do it on slide diagonal like this, so you can see more and more in three-dimensional way. Flat feet, lift the back one, slight rotation, softening knee in order to create that crease and transfer the weight over. Same as we did before. Now, I'm straightening the knee and growing on this leg. Imagine knee straightens, this hip goes forward. So in the way that the hip is trying to come on the same level with the knees. There. And now I'm going to use the quad to flick my weight back while having my spine still projected forward. Rotate, come back. Go roll, flick, slight rotation, come back. Go roll. Don't even worry about rotation here. It will become almost natural. Come back. Go roll, back. Go roll, back. Go roll, throw back. Go roll, throw back. Catch it. Slight rotation, come back. Go roll again. Flick it. I'm not worried too much about raising the ankle. If I'm pushing a little bit more, maybe it will a little bit will slightly lift the heel. Maybe later when we're doing stationary Samba walk, there'll be a bit of a slide. But the idea is the same, that our leg is at the back receiving it, upper part tries to stay. In fact, this is one of the biggest mistakes that people usually have when doing this replace action and moving too much weight to the back foot and having hard time come back, in particular with the fast speed of the Samba music. The idea is that one end we grow in first, in the last moment we throw, slide, but upper part stays so we can come back. One and two, one and two, one and two. One and two. Do you see that I'm doing very small action that allows me to match this Samba music? Think in this way. 3/4, quarter one. One, two. One, two. See, one, two. Is really fast. It's like fraction of the second. One, you don't have time for it. Yeah? So this is a perfect exercise just to play with throwing the weight and redirecting it. Let me do it slowly one more time. I'm standing this leg at the back. Soften, over. Go roll. Now I'm going to flick this back. Flick, but body stays forward. Soften. Go roll. Flick. Soften. Move over. One, two, one, two, one, two. That's it. That's about it. Let's try it with music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. One more. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 4, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here we go, guys. The exercises that we covered today and in the previous tutorial not only will give you an idea how to move the hips, but also allow you to match the music, even the super fast Samba music. Please practice. Please ask me questions, make some comments below this video. I'd be more than happy to hear whether it's working or you still finding some challenging aspects, and I will talk about them as well. Just send me some questions. I'd be more than happy. Again, it will allow me to understand what you guys dealing with, what you guys thinking. Thank you so much for following. Please subscribe, share, like it, dislike it, what have you. I'll be more than happy again to make more videos for you, and I'll see you guys next week.